Welcome, and today I wanted to talk to you about mining, and majorly we're going to be talking about how to set up a basic PC for mining, and this is just for educational purposes, and it's all on the risk of the person who is performing mining. Any hardware or software damage caused by following these methods is upon the viewer. Alright, so the first thing that you want to do is you need to download this software called MSI Afterburner. It doesn't matter whatever graphic card you have, you potentially need this. And the reason for that is that you can set your GPU's fan speed to a static value. For example, I've set it to 70%. So my GPU, which is a GTX 1050, is always going to have 70% of the fan revving all the time. Now what this helps is it helps to keep the temperature down. Right now it's mining and the temperature is 52 degrees Celsius, which is stable and a good temperature to have on a GPU. If I change my GPU, I do have another GPU as well. It's the GTX 1050 Ti, and it has the fan value up to 72% and the temperature is 49. As you can see, both the graphic cards are mining actively with a combined hash rate of 300, around averaging about 300 solutions per second or hashes per second. So first of all, what you want to do is go to MSI Afterburner website. I'll leave the link down in the description, and you need to download the MSI Afterburner. Download it, install it, and then you'll have this. Just change the auto setting to manual and then set the fan speed and click accept or apply. And the second thing that I would recommend is keeping the power limit below 100%. This will help increase the life of your graphics processor as well as reduce the risk of burning this GPU out. Apply that. You can also save the settings, whatever settings you've created. Just click on this save button and then select a preset to save it to. Same goes for the other GPU. You can simply save the settings that you've created for that specific GPU. Set it to startup, so whenever your PC turns on, if you have auto mining enabled, you can these settings would be preset for that graphics processor without you having to manually select the preset number 1 every time. So for ZCash, there are basically different ways and different methods to mine ZCash using your PC. So the first one that I have been using for a long time is Slushpool. So there are different pools where you can join those pools, and a pool is basically a group of people combining their mining power to gain the payout rewards, and to get the rewards, essentially coins can be mined together. So a pool with a better hash rate gives you a better payout as well as better chances of getting a good payout. So the first thing here, the pool hash rate is 3.476 mega hashes per second, and this is the current round that's going on, and 5,902 active workers are working on this pool. And this is my pool performance recently. So you can see these are the blocks, these red lines that were found, and on the basis of that you get the payouts. Your payout percentage or the payout cash reward depends on your hash rate, which is effectively your scoring hash rate. So whatever the graphic cards that you have, the better the graphic cards, the better the hash rate. So this is one way. The other one is Supernova. I just moved to Supernova, and I'm just gonna quickly refresh this to see what my current hash rate is. So yeah, so Supernova is accepting right now the 267 souls per second from my graphic cards. And this is the round's progress. current round, and you can also see previous blocks that were found and who was the founder of these blocks. So this is it. And there's another way, it's Flypool, another pool that you can work with. So here are the active miners. You can see the pool's hash rate, and you can also see the blocks per hour as well as the last mine block. MinerGate is another software if you do not want to put yourself through all that setup. So you can simply download the MinerGate software and you can start mining all these coins that are available via MinerGate. So I'm going to show you all these three methods in this video now. Alright, so first things first, you're going to go to Slushpool, create an account, and go to the Help Center. I already have the page open here, Help Center. So they offer only two coins, which is ZCash as well as Bitcoin. So we're going to do ZCash over here. So getting started ZCash, and this page would show up. So I'm going to leave the description of the miner that I'm using down below. I have NVIDIA graphic cards, so I'm using the NVIDIA graphic card miner, which is called the EWBF CUDA miner. Alright, the link is down below, and you can download it, and after that, once you've downloaded it, you'll have to extract it, just like I have extracted it, to any place in your C directory or your desktop, etc. So what you need to do is go to the start.bat. So let's start with Slushpool settings. So edit it, and this is the basic Slushpool settings that you can get from here. This is your server address that actually goes over here, -server. So I'm using the European server, so this is a prefix, right? So you can also see it over here, eu.zcash, right? So as well as your username will go here, and your worker. Now this can be anything, but for each PC or each computer this has to be unique. _pass, you can use Z or X or whatever alphabet you want here. This does not matter for Slushpool. Now the port matters. This is essentially very important. So the port is located after the colon in the Slushpool addresses. You can just copy it and paste it over here. Now next what you want to do is, if I can just close this mining and save this txt file as .bat. Now if you go over here and create another txt file, for example new settings .bat .bat, yes, change it. So this icon should change. If it does not change, you need to go over to the view options and view settings and uncheck this, hide extensions for known types. Then you would see a bat.txt over here. So remove that txt. So right now I'm just going to remove this one. Then you double click the slushpool.bat and it should start. It should identify your graphic cards, and it would eventually start mining on the Slushpool servers. Let's give it a minute to connect and then start mining. Get started with the first accept, and there you go. When you see this green line, that means that your mining is good to go and you have a valid connection to the Slushpool servers. If I go over here, you can see that the hash rate has started to go up. So that's mining with Slushpool. And if I go ahead and close it, now let's talk about Supernova. Supernova is a good service. I recently moved towards it because it offers a better hash rate overall. So right now let's talk about the Supernova's setting. So you don't need to do a lot. With the same Zcash miner, the one for NVIDIA's graphic cards, you just need to change the server address, the username.worker, and the password for that worker, as well as the port. All these things are available on Supernova's homepage. You can just log in, and then you go to my account, my workers. You first do need to create a worker over here. Once a worker is created and a password for the worker is needed for Supernova. So once this password is created and this worker is created, you can go ahead and use the worker 1 example. I've created the worker 1 as well as the password. So the password is there, and the port and the server address. The port, server address. Close it, save it, and just double click it to start mining. And that's basically how you start mining with Supernova. For Slushpool, the same thing goes, and you can find its settings over here, I guess. Yes, here are the settings for the Flypool servers. The same process goes. There are a lot of different miners that you can use for Flypool, and you can basically use all these miners. We have got Windows, NVIDIA. So this is the miner that we're currently using, and you can simply use this. You can use your address, which I can show you. There'll be a vault. You can download wallets. For example, Jax is a very good wallet. It also has a Windows as well as a phone app, so you can just download it, and you can get this address that you need by creating a wallet on Jax. So all your mined coins would be stored in Jax wallet. So we have a CPU miner as well. We have a Linux and AMD, NVIDIA also. But Supernova has all these links. I'll add all these links to the description below, so that if you have an AMD graphic card, for example, so you can go ahead and download the miner for that. So MinerGate is another good tool. It already has a graphical user interface. Just close this one out. If you go to MinerGate, so it has all these coins that you can mine, right? And you can choose the intensity of your graphic cards, and you can also mine using your CPU with this. Monero is generally the most efficient way. You can also benchmark your PC to achieve the best, to see which cryptocurrency is the best for your mining hardware, and you can just start the smart miner to start mining. As you can see, I don't want it to use my CPU, so I'm just going to pause it, and both my graphic cards are working, and they're producing a very good combined hash rate of 631. Alright, so this is smart mining, and I'm also mining the Phantom coin. So now we can just go ahead and pause it and close it. So that's more or less it for the mining tutorial, and this is a basic mining tutorial for ZCash using NVIDIA graphic cards. Thank you.